That very fine opening statement. I want to recognize the chair of the full Oversight Committee for an opening statement. Ms. Maloney, you're recognized if you wanted to speak for a few minutes.
Thank you so much. This hearing it's very timely. I'd also like to commend you on your leadership in taking on this issue in your subcommittee. It's extremely important. I served as a teacher early in my career, so I know how challenging a job it can be, and also how important it is that educators are free to tell our children the truth about our history, the truth about our great nation, and the truth about themselves. Censoring classroom discussions on race, gender, and LGBTQ issues is an affront to the right of free speech guaranteed in our Constitution. It can also have devastating consequences. The horrifying racist attack at a grocery store in my home state this past weekend shows what happens when we ignore and spread hatred. That attack was carried out by a man who targeted a black neighborhood in Buffalo and killed 10 innocent people. He found his motivation in a racist and radical conspiracy theory that he discovered online. On June 8th, the full committee will examine the failures that allowed guns to get into the hands of this individual and other criminals. But today we're talking about a more fundamental concern, how censorship laws will facilitate the further spread of hateful ideologies. Because hiding the truth from our children, as the state laws we're discussing today aim to do, only makes it more likely that racism, homophobia, and other lies will fester and spread. Proponents of some of these new censorship laws claim they want to protect children, but banning classroom instruction on uncomfortable issues like slavery, Jim Crow, the Black and LGBTQ civil rights movements does nothing to protect children. Nor do we protect children when we hide books from them that might teach them about the beauty and humanity of people and cultures that are different from their own. Among the most disturbing aspect of these censorship laws is how they seek to poison the relationship between teachers, students, and their families, turning relationships of trust into relationships of fear. For example, lesbian, gay, and transgender students often see schools as safe havens where they can learn about who they are and seek guidance. Evidence shows that LGBTQ children who have even a single adult they can confide in, especially when they may not have one at home, are far from less likely to attempt suicide than their peers that have no support. But laws like the Don't Say Gay bill in Florida make it almost impossible for teachers to talk about these issues, and could even require teachers to report a child who comes out to them to the child's parents. This puts an already vulnerable population of students at even greater risk. These extreme censorship laws also put teachers in constant fear of discipline and even legal or financial harm simply for doing their jobs. We have an important group of people who are here to testify. I look forward to your testimony. I have a very long statement. I'm going to put it in the record because I want to hear what you have to say, and I know our time is limited. I thank the chairman for yielding to me. I would like to yield back now to hear your testimony on this very important issue.
And thank you so much, Madam Chair. And now it's my pleasure to introduce our first panel of witnesses.